You know, God, this is a gorgeous day today, man. I just realized that. Our first time out all day today. And it's, honestly, the weather is immaculately beautiful today. It truly is. I just had to think about something regarding that. And a couple other things are on my mind. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. It's Saturday, March 23rd, 2019. I cannot believe how fast this year went by. We're in the third month of the year already, and the weather, in terms of winter, is, for the most part, except for the cold, is finally coming to a close for this year, for right now. Of course, you know, usually it's back by December, but nevertheless, it's going for right now. As far as the main, all this other stuff. Now, they said it snowed in Tyson's Corner yesterday. I was just watching the news. I say, it did? I mean, it was still all over. And this was reported as of yesterday. I was like, really? I know it rained. And they had a hailstorm out in Fairfax County out in Virginia. But anyway, nevertheless, I wanted to talk about why life is important, man. Why we should cherish life, always. For the good times and for the bad times. You know, there's things about life that's not perfect all the time. And nor should you expect it to be. You know, but they always say, the old saying always goes, life is what you make it. And you can make it good for yourself or bad for yourself. I choose to go positive on pretty much everything I try to do every day. You know, I had a conversation with somebody a couple days ago, and they kind of checked me, and they were kind of right on some level. You know, they said that maybe why I'm not always the most approachable is because I have a specific tone about me. But I'm telling them, hey, I'm just being a man that talks like I'm firm with permission, and usually I am. But if I'm going to be somebody that's going to let you know that I'm angry, I'm not going to talk the way I'm talking now. It's just simple as that. You know. But I will say, you know, I try to talk with even keel about it. Some people don't think that I do, but I do. But I try to talk with the utmost of confidence, you know. And I try to get some joy out of everything I do every day, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm at work or church or home, you know. And it's really, you have to find something positive out of life that you can get out of in order for you to get through your daily routines, no matter what you're doing. You know, some people hate what they do, and some people love what they do. But the people who love what they do address positive reinforcements in order for them to sustain their normalcy in their everyday life. That's something that I think we all should try to strive to do. You know, positivity spreads joy. That positivity that spreads joy spreads love. You know, I was going to originally talk about something like this on my For All to Hear TV channel. I decided to do it on Spreaker instead for right now, because I didn't have any other way of doing it right now through For All to Hear. Although I actually have plans to do use my other app to do my conversations like this on For All to Hear, and that'll be coming soon on that channel. It's the same name that I had before, For All to Hear. It's not called For All to Hear TV anymore. It's just called For All to Hear. Or maybe it's going on. Anyway, So be on the lookout for that soon. But I think when you spread positivity, there was something called, it wasn't called a bucket list. It was something that we did a thing about at church a number of years ago. They had like a seminar. This was probably back about 2012, 2013, something like that. And it was like, you had a bucket. It was called bucket. It wasn't like a bucket list, but it was like, for everything that you do positive, it didn't matter what you did, just the small things as well as the large thing, but the small things is what you would put in your bucket as your daily routine for spreading positivity. I don't have the documentation from that seminar, but I'm going to try to look it up. I'm going to try to see if I can post a link to that somehow. But that was a great idea. It was basically trying to teach people to spread positive amid the negative vibes and to make it contagious as far as the positivity. We don't have enough of that in our world anymore. You got all this violence and hatred among people for really no real valuable reason at all. You don't get much value in hate. There is no value in hate as far as I'm concerned. There's only value in love. Because love is what you cherish. It's what you treasure. It's what eventually we all want. And I talked about this on my other podcast about different types of love. The love I enjoy in terms of among people is the love of goodwill towards being in cheer. As far as that goes, concerned, because that does spread positivity more than anything. And I think as not only as a people, as Americans in general, as people, we should do more of that. I think this would be one of the ways to combat all the hatred, corruption, and violence that goes on in this world every day. If we had more positive reinforcements out here, well, we don't have enough of that anymore. We don't, and I'll be honest with you. And the reason why I'm also talking about that, because I grew up around negative vibes when I lived at home. I don't want to go into a great deal about that right now. At some point, sooner or later, I will talk about it, but not right now. But when you come up from that kind of world, you tend to be slightly fixated with that, and sometimes it grows on you. But there is a way to ungrow it. There's a way to get rid of that toxicity permanently. It really is. One of the ways to get rid of it is to think positive. Have something that makes you happy, that you're positive, that gives you that positivity. And focus on that. We don't do enough of that. And I think in the home, it should be taught about being positive. But the positivity also comes from morals. Basic morals can teach you positivity. If people only practice it. And I think a lot of people don't. But that's part of the problem with this world. You got that greed factor where people just get greedy and just say, I'm gonna get this and get this and get that, and everybody else goes straight to hell. You have a lot of these businesses and businessmen who are all about money and the power and nothing else. Everybody else is like, hey, hell with y'all. My thing is this. If we spread more love and joy in this world and make that contagious, this would be a better place for everybody. I just wanted to get that off my chest, man. I'm looking at the day-to-day, and I was like, wow. When you look at a very clear, bright, sunny day, on basically any given day, you have that outlook. That, to me, that gives vibes to me of a positive outlook on life. That there's something new to venture on. There's something new to bring you hope and joy, and maybe prosperity. Depends on what you're doing, what your goals are. You know, and I just happened to look at the sky and say, wow, how can you feel blue looking at a blue sky with the sun out? Just how? Somebody tell me how. I can't see it. The only thing I can see is brightness, future, and things to look forward to. You know, I know it's hard to see it on a cloudy day, but when a bright day is out there, man, only thing I can see is positivity. You know, but this is a combination of positivity is with taking care of yourself. You know, being good to each other, being positive towards family. You know, the positivity that you want is based on the positivity that you give in. And usually when you give in positivity, you get out positivity back to you. You know, it may not work on everybody, but at least if you surround yourself with that positivity, it will work on the people you know and love and the people you can talk to, and maybe that'll spread out a little bit among the communities. And hopefully it'll catch on. That's what we need in this world. All right, guys and gals, this is DJ Wolf. I just wanted to say that today, looking at the cloudless sky today and the bright sun that's out there, man, just go out and seize the moment today, man. Enjoy life. And be positive while you're doing it. This is DJ Wolf, and I'm out.